All right, guys, it is Tuesday, October 21st. I took a trade today. I'm sorry the lighting's really bad for the camera and stuff, but let's get into it. So, today I was bullish on ES and NQ. Here, let's take a look at it real quick. So, this is pre market, how it moves. Let's go to 30-minute. Well, okay. Holy. All right, there. So, it was bearish, bullish, but I was bullish for the day. Wanted a bullish trade on ES or NQ, and I wanted a bearish trade on YM. I would have entered a bearish trade. However, it was consolidating a good amount. So even though there was a setup, I actually didn't take a trade on YM, and I did. So the trade I took was on NQ. Here, let me show y'all. Here's the 30-minute liquidity, right? Boom, boom, sell side, buy side, or sorry, sell side, buy side, and dropped down to the 1 minute. So after it swept, sorry, it's a bit messy. I don't know how to make it like hide and then come back one by one or whatever, but figure that out later. But for now, so ES swept liquidity, AES and NQ swept buy side liquidity right here. And right when this swept, I dropped down to the 1 minute and look for all of my confluences, right? So what are my confluences? Usually it's order block, equilibrium, and a Ferrari gap or inverse Ferrari gap to go with it, right? So here, right after ES swept liquidity, it broke structure at this point, right? You see this 703 candle, it broke structure. So our order block would be the 702 candle here. That was my order block. And then after this move up, this small move up, we had equilibrium at this point. It's kind of hard to see, but basically, okay, let me just redraw it. Okay, so this is the move, right? From here to here. That's the move. So equilibrium there would be right here. So equilibrium was pretty close to the order block, and then we also created a Ferrari gap here. So I was thinking, okay, if it just reacts off the Ferrari gap, I'll enter, and it did exactly that. So it kind of reacted off the Ferrari gap. It invalidated it a bit because it closed a little below. But the good thing was it dipped into order block and equilibrium and sort of reacted off the Ferrari gap. So at that moment, I was like, okay, I'll enter here. And as you can see, it was pretty good trade, right? So I entered right here, right after that move up, and then it retraced back down. Okay, I entered a bit late. I was still thinking about it. So actually, that retrace back down was good for me because I entered at a better price. So I entered here. Stops at the 705 low. Usually I would have put it at like the 702 low, but it looked like it was going to be pretty strong move up, so I just didn't bother doing that. Uh Put it at the 705 low. We have select order block, equilibrium, fair value gap, enter. We got a 127.9 risk to reward. I risked three contracts. Had a partial set over here at 1 to 1 point or 1 to 0.92 risk to reward. So at my partial, I closed one contract out of the three, and then at my full TP, I closed two contracts. I closed the remaining two contracts. When it hit my partial TP, I always move my stop loss to break even after first TP. So that's what I did. I moved stop loss to break even here, and as you can see, we pretty much top ticked the trade. It hit my partial TP. I moved stop loss to break even, closed the contract, hit my full TP straight away, closed the other two, and look at this move. Right? So we top ticked the entire move. We literally got out at the best spot. It did end up retracing all the way back down and back up, but dude, we got our piece. We got our piece of the pie. It's great. Uh, I risked so three contracts. That was $225. I profited 337.5. So pretty good day. And yeah, I don't know. a good trade. I'm just gonna continue to stick with my rules, stick with my strategy, journal every day, work on my psychology. It's getting better and better day by day. I can feel it, and hopefully I soon the pretend funded. Hopefully I soon. Okay, hopefully I pass the pretend funded soon, so I can buy the real one and finally pass a funded for once and get a payout, whatever. I'm not gonna think that far ahead right now. We'll just go step by step. But good trade, and if I take a trade tomorrow, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But oh, even if I don't take a trade, I always post content on Instagram. It's called ssg.holdings. It's the same thing as the YouTube channel. So if you guys just want to see content, trading tips, just like some like a little bit of like motivational stuff, but I don't really do that. It's just trading tips and more about my journey and just like some funny shit that's going on. So follow ssg.holdings on Instagram, and peace. I'll see you guys tomorrow.